Welcome back to GTApreneurs Business Networking Community Show. I'm your host, Tammy Defoe, founder, business coach, events coordinator, and public speaking instructor for GTApreneurs. I'm so happy to have tonight with us Kara-Lynn Palmer. She was a guest speaker at one of GTApreneurs summer Oprah networking events, and she is now an executive member of GTApreneurs exclusive professional network. Welcome to the show, Kara-Lynn. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me, Tammy.
You're all welcome. And tell everybody more about yourself. What is your business all about?
I am the CEO and founder of Love to Your Feet. It is a drug-free wearable neurotech company working with Voxxlife products to support people with their quality of life.
Perfect. So that sounds amazing, right? Sounds too good to be true. And so what do they have to do? They pop some pills?
No pills in there. It's all drug-free, no side effects, non-invasive, and it's all wearable. So it's intervened into your lifestyle. Very easy.
That's awesome. And if I hadn't met you and everything and heard about your story and how these products, how they truly help people, I probably would have said, yeah, okay, this piece of material does this, but, I'm a believer. And so tell everybody, first of all, let's see some examples. Are you wearing anything right now of your products?
I am. Tonight, I've actually got my Cognitive Boost sleeve on. So here you see this little pattern. Well, here we go. But it's a wearable sleeve that you put on your forearm. And what it's doing is its Cognitive Boost is working with your brain and calming it down so that you can actually focus on the things that you need to focus on within that day. So, getting rid of that brain fog and helping with, just zoning right into your work. So people on computers, studying, driving, people that are suffering with stress and anxiety and depression, it's really, really helping us with just calming that part of the midbrain down.
And you know what, that's so important because there's so many people who have depression, anxiety right now, especially during COVID, the depression rates are higher. In general, though, I've met so many people who have really high anxiety, but they're like, no, I'm not taking any drugs.
Exactly.
Which is understandable. But I wish, back then I would have known about your products because I could have easily said that, I know something that can help you. Now, mind you, I did recently. I did send you some referrals in that, right? That because now that I know all about it, I'm happy to tell everybody.
Yes, it's great that people can actually just put a product on and not have those extra side effects with popping pills and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's really cool. It's just like, how does this work actually? How does the material?
So basically on the inside, you probably won't be able to really notice it, but there is an actual pattern on the fabric there that is embedded on the fabric. And it actually imprints onto the nervous system. So it's making that communication there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like reflexology, right? Where it just looks like a foot.
Yeah.
But if you push on the certain parts of your foot, it goes with different parts of your body.
Exactly. Those kind of things are all good for us, right? So it's a matter of exploring and finding these products that need to support us.
Yeah. And I mean, as far as I know, this is one of a kind. Right?
It's one of a kind. Jay Delawell is an amazing man. I'm blessed to have these products in my lifestyle because if I didn't, it probably wouldn't be happening right now. Like my life was quite a state before I got involved with Vox products.
All right. Yeah. So let's get to that in a minute. And let's go to, I wanted just to point out though, you mentioned that the arm sleeve also works good for people with on the spectrum.
Yes. So anybody like on the spectrum we have testimonials from other people that, are seeing those results with the, calming of the midbrain and having them focus better at school and studying and doing their work and stuff like that. So it's fantastic.
Awesome. That's awesome. And, I just remember when I was in grade school that there was this one kid and, he was always, causing trouble, right? Sort of thing, right? Where he always talking in class and he's, not doing what he's supposed to. And I remember the teacher getting really mad, right? And way back when we were kids, they didn't have all these rules. Like I remember the teacher like taking his desk and throwing it down the hall because he was so mad at him because he wouldn't settle down. I remember another teacher actually made like a cardboard construction paper tail to go out of his pants and then like these ears or something like this as a punishment
Oh no.
because he wouldn't listen. He wouldn't settle down. But you know what? He probably had ADHD.
Yeah,
Right?
probably back then, and we didn't label it. Yeah.
Nobody knew what it was.
Yeah.
Right. And then now that people are learning, oh, my child has this, right? And now they're like, okay, well, there's these drugs. But then drugs, especially with children.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen what some of these kids have been prescribed and stuff like that. And if it works, great. If you're, you know, there are alternatives though. So it's worth trying, right? Like if it doesn't work for that certain person, then and the meds are, then that's the route they go, right? Like if it's working, great. But if you're looking for an alternative and you want to try it, there is also, you know, it doesn't hurt to try. There's a 30-day money back guarantee with all the products. So
Yeah.
it's about trying an alternative and seeing where it goes.
Yeah, I agree. But, you know, I think it may be better the other way around. I think try this stuff that it's not, doesn't involve medication first. And if that works, then, you know, maybe see if it doesn't work how you want it to work, then you do a pharmaceutical. But
yeah, and in those that are on meds, you know, it could minimize their meds. You know, it could help. We don't know. You know, it's all about trial and error. Everybody's different. So.
Well, exactly. Whether it be, you know, this type of product, whether it be a medication or whatever, you said everyone's body responds differently.
Exactly.
It's good that there actually is an alternative, because I know many adults who have severe anxiety and they just suffer because they won't take medications, right? And well, they don't need to suffer anymore.
No, I just sell them a sleeve and they put it on and they're like, within seconds, they're just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like I had another client reach out to me today saying, thank you. You know, like it's nice to get those kind of responses.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what other types of products do you offer?
Well, we've got lots of socks, patches, you know, all that kind of things. So it's all embedded in products. Like the socks are embedded in the toe of the heel, the ball of the foot there. So we have 10,000 nerve endings there that are picking up the pattern. So there's no copper, there's no magnets, there's no nothing there. It's just embedded in the imprint of the material. But we've got patches for sleeping, so putting you into your deep REM sleep. This is important. It's not an everyday commitment. You can, you know, put that on whenever you need a good sleep. When we're in our deep REM, that's when we need to be, you know, at potential. So for sleeping. And there's another pair of socks. This is one of our most popular ones, the no-shows for athletic people. And then we've got harmony patches as well. Our harmony patches are basically, we're very similar to our socks and our insoles and how it gives you the benefits. So.
Okay. And you said you had different types of patches, right? They do different things.
Yeah. So we've got the harmony patch is similar to the benefits with HPT. So human performance technology with the socks and the insoles are very similar. So improving your balance, range of motion, posture, pain reduction, and all that kind of stuff. There's so much more. I could go on and on. The REM patches are for sleep patches and putting you into your deep REM sleep where we need to be. And the great way to monitor that is by wearing your Fitbit to bed and putting the patch on, and you'll notice the difference when you have the patch on and when you don't. We also have immune boost neurovax patches. So those are boosting your immune system. And we've also have metabolism patches that are supporting your metabolism.
Oh, that's good. So that just help people lose weight?
Yeah, actually, yeah. A lot of our testimonials are stating that it's a weight loss program. So, I mean, hey, just slap a patch on and lose some weight. Hey, why not, eh? And
it doesn't hurt.
It's not just one testimonial. There's multiples. So, I mean, if it's working for one, it's working for lots. So why not try, right? It doesn't hurt to try.
That's awesome. And do you have testimonials on your website?
We have some testimonials are on the website. We've got a lot of information on our websites, the science, the technology, in all the products and stuff like that. We do have a Facebook page based on all our testimonials that we're getting. And I'm happy if people want to reach out, they can always do that. And I can add them to that group and they can always search out whatever they need to. And you'd be amazed. There's some things that I never even heard of before that I put into this Facebook group and it comes up and I'm like, wow, look at it. It's here. Somebody's actually got a testimonial for it. So
yeah. And how did you get into Voxxlife? Because I never heard of it before.
Yeah, I know. Neither did I when I got introduced, and I was skeptic as well. So I got introduced about 3-4 years ago almost, and I was post concussion. So it was a matter of pretty much life, right? I needed a quality of life. I was shuffling my feet to walk. I couldn't talk. I couldn't process words. And my digestive system was shot too, because your brain actually communicates everything and this is your motherboard. So getting introduced to Vox was amazing because I got my balance back instantly. And then my range of motion, we take that for granted. So bending and twisting and lifting and stuff like that. So being able to empty a dishwasher was a transition issue for me. Just showering and everyday kind of things like cleaning and stuff like that, cooking. I struggled with all of that stuff. So it was hard. But once I got the technology on, I was trying it, and I did the challenging things where I would wear it some days and not wear it some days. And I really noticed the difference of when I had it on and when I didn't have it on. So, and look at me now, like I'm speaking fluently. My digestive system is getting a lot better. And because the communication is clear. And I'm running 5-10Ks. I'm doing other activities that I enjoy. I'm not superwoman anymore, but I'm living a life at least.
Yeah. Yeah. And I know, and I was like, I was just amazed when you told me that you had went to this trade show, right? When you were in a really bad state, like you could barely walk, you're limping and everything else, right? And that's when they're like, "Oh, come over here and let box products." And you're like, "Okay, yeah, sure."
Well, okay. Right? How's a pair of socks gonna fix me? But now I'm like, oh my gosh, you need these socks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're a skier too. So the fact that you can go from that to skiing is like amazing. Like, you know what? I didn't have a concussion and I still can't ski. So
yeah, that was one of the places I really noticed it, because when my occupational therapist said, go try skiing, but you have to take a lesson first. So I said, okay. And then if I was wearing the socks, I felt like Superwoman and I had energy and I wasn't falling down and I felt great. And it's a self-esteem thing too, right? But when I didn't have the products on, I was falling down and I couldn't stay there for more than an hour and I was scared. So that's just black and white. That's not me going crazy. That's legit. Just from wearing a pair of socks.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
Now, you weren't skiing before this? Like you just
I hadn't skied in years and years since my teens.
Wow, that's amazing. I'm so surprised that like a occupational therapist would say go skiing. It's not like the most safest sport out there, right?
No, but I think it's that I think it's about getting past your fears, right? And getting to that next step and that next level. And then, she did mention take the lesson first. So at least I was in good hands, right? So I was safe.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I think that's great. And you know what? It's all about helping people in that. I know you're a caring person, as am I, and it is all about spreading the word to more people. I come across people every day, people out there, either themselves or people that they know probably have anxiety issues or maybe stability, mobility for people who are older, who are starting to lose their balance, right?
Yes.
People who want that immune system boost, especially during COVID right now.
Yeah, that's why we launched the immune boost patches. When COVID started hitting, we were pushing the immune boost patches to arrive, and they did. So it was a great timing to launch it.
Yeah, even if we're out, we're sanitizing our hands, wearing masks. Yeah. You know what? We still might be exposed to it somehow. But if you have a good immune system, then your chances are really low that you're going to get it.
Exactly.
Even if you're in an environment where you're with people that you know in your bubble, that you think that no one's right and someone does have it, then you know what? You have that extra protection for yourself.
You do. We can't claim that it's, doing, certain things for COVID and stuff like that. But you might as well at least know that, your immune system is boosting and it's supporting that at least.
Well, there you go. You know what? Boosting your immune system versus not boosting it doesn't hurt. Exactly. Right. So, and yeah, so I'm happy to say that I did get the socks from you and the insoles from you and that. I'm waiting to hear back the report. My friend in Windsor, who's a massage therapist, and I gave her the insoles. And yeah, so I'm waiting to hear back from her. She just got them a few days ago about how they're going to feel. So I'm happy about that. And then my mother got the socks. So I'm waiting to hear
Thank
back.
you kindly. Yes, it's I mean, I do some personal things with my clients. It's about doing the 21-day challenge as well too. So committing to 21 days of wearing the technology day in and day out, and you're going to see the benefits, and then take it off for a few days and see where your whole shift goes, right? So it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of looks like a QR code almost, like, right?
Yeah.
Like when you're seeing the pattern.
Yes.
Oh. But that's great, right? And stuff. And so that's why I want everyone here to get to know Kara-Lynn. She has awesome products in that, right? She's a very super caring person in that, and she's happy to help you out, answer any questions you may have. You can message her directly in the chat below. You can send her a message if you click on her name here to her on Messenger, Facebook Messenger. She's very welcome to help you out with that. As an executive member, Kara-Lynn is going to be hosting some GTApreneurs business community networking shows. So I'm so excited about that. So you know what? If you join GTApreneurs networking community, then you may actually be interviewed by Kara-Lynn. Yes, so I'm so glad to have you here.
I'm excited.
Yes, you're going to be super amazing. And yeah, so if anyone here has any questions about, again, for Kara-Lynn, put it there. If you're interested in learning more about GTApreneurs, send me a message. We do have the exclusive referral networking groups, and we now are going to be soon launching a annual networking and promotion membership as well. So give exposure to more people who want to get more promotion from GTApreneurs. They can get more clients.
Yes, fantastic. It's actually very fantastic. I mean, it's a great group to be involved with, and the networking and the inside, connections that you're making are so keen, and having that extra benefit is going to be great. I think lots of big offers.
Yeah, and I mean, you've only been you're in the Thornhill group right now. You've only been in the group for a couple months now.
Yes.
And I'm your client, and you just got, I think one of the other members just did a big order.
Very
right?
large.
Right. And then another one you just got a few referrals from.
Yes. And the ball's just going to keep rolling, and it's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, within the group, you gotta be a group member and a team member, and pull up those socks and start supporting each other as a team. And it's fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And that's what GTApreneurs exclusive groups are all about. They're all about building relationships. We become each other's clients. We send each other referrals. And this is how we all, grow our businesses. And so very happy. I know everyone in the Thornhill exclusive referral networking group is happy to have you there. I'm so happy to have you there, but also now being executive member of GTApreneurs. And everyone's going to be seeing a lot more of you in that, right? And that's so awesome. Yeah, that's great. And so please get in touch with Kara-Lynn or get in touch with myself, and you have a great night.
Thank you, Tammy.